It is Friday morning, it's 6:15. Son is still in bed because he's got a day off today. Hubby is just getting ready for work, got the kettle on and we'll do the packing up. But I just wanted to share that I'll be sorting these boxes out today as soon as hubby has gone to work, all at the top, and we will go through each one. A lot of the stuff in these boxes, especially the high ones, because that's why I need the steps that are under the desk to reach those, are the stuff that I don't use as much. But as I said, we're going through each of these boxes. It's mostly, I think, the craft pieces, which is that one there, and that one there, which is also craft. Those are the two that I really think will be need sorting out. Okay, hubby? He's not a morning person and he's waiting for his cup of tea, aren't you, darling?
Yes.
So I hopefully will take you along today on what I'm doing. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, and I want to try and get as much done as I possibly can. Right, hubby has just been roped in to do a couple of minutes of quick video before he goes to work. What I do is I've moved my chair out and the bin, and this is what happens. So this is why I'm such a short person, aren't I? So I'll get my little step ladder out. This was from IKEA. I'm not brilliant at steps, but this is I can manage. And this is what I do, you see. I can get my box down like so, and I can go through it. I have got a confession. I don't think I went through this box at all before and during Christmas. So that's what I'm going to start with and go through it. But it's just handy having the steps here and reorganising everything down there, away from there. It's easier to get the ladder out. Now, I did have a comment from a fellow subscriber, and we had thought about moving this unit that's round here forward. The only thing is we would have to put another bracket, because that was an old bracket when we had a shelf there before. But a lot of that is what I actually don't use that frequently. And if it wasn't for this overhang here, that's the end of the wall to go from that end. If it wasn't for this part, yes, I would have brought it forward, because it would have levelled up and it would have been next to this unit, and it would have saved me to come over there. I do tend to put down there bags of my shopping and ready for my hauls. And I will make a slight apology. I will be getting round to answering everybody's comments, and I do appreciate your support and your comments. Right, hubby's now left. I've got my mug of coffee. I love this mug. This is what I had for my birthday. And we are going to start with the Christmas box. I was wearing my pink fleece jumper. I do sometimes wear it during the day. It does actually say love sleep. It's just it's too thick to obviously wear in bed, but it's just so comfy. I'm sorry if my voice is not very strong first thing this morning. It's a bit rough. It's about 6:20 at the moment, so unfortunately you may have to increase the volume, but we'll see how we go. I'm not actually 100% sure how I'm going to film this, whether I'm going to put the camera on to the stand, or whether I'm going to video it just by holding. But I'm going to review what is actually in this box. But before I do, I'm going to have some of my coffee. I think what I might do actually is sit on the floor and empty the contents of the box and see what's in there. We did actually change the bulb in our in my cubby here. It's got one of those LED lights and it is quite bright, so this makes it a very good area to film, to say everything else is dark. And obviously this is the back hallway, as I call it. It's only like a little square bit, and that has quite a powerful light. That's why I do quite a lot of my hauls sitting on the floor here. We do have a couple of lamps going on in the dining room, and I've got my new one in the kitchen over there. So I don't know about anybody else, we don't normally like bright lights, obviously first thing in the morning. You like to adapt. But anyway, I want to get on. I say I've got so much to get done today. So what I may do is put the phone on the stand and show you what is in the box. Right, so this is the Christmas box, and bad confession, I did not actually go through this at Christmas, which was very naughty, because I did remember I had these trees and I was going to do something with them. I haven't got a lot of surfaces, I must admit, especially in my lounge. I've got a couple of pieces, like scenery. I've got like the Christmas tree lot that I've brought one year after Christmas, and I've also got like it's a little mini train type ornament with skaters and things on, and that was in one of my Christmas Vlogmas days. So I was going to do a scene, but I haven't really got the room, and with our granddaughter I didn't think it was a good idea. So this was one reason I bought these. I bought these I think it was actually after Christmas last year. I bought two lots. I gave one to my friend and this one. Can't even remember if I actually got them off the car boot or I actually got them from a charity shop. I know there was something like £1 for both containers. They were really reasonable and they were all packaged. So that is definitely a keep. As I said, I'm going to go through my box and just review bits and pieces I've got, so because I didn't go through it. So I've got that. I have done excuse me, I have done quite a lot of cross stitch in the past years. Haven't done much recently, and I've got a couple of new ones to do. And did I get round to doing them? No. I used to do cross stitch an awful lot. So again, this is just a reminder, because little projects I can take in the caravan, because when I'm in the caravan it is more of a relaxing time. Yes, I do clean the caravan, I do bits and pieces, but it's, to me, it's not working. Hubby's there, sometimes my son's there, sometimes we have family there. Because it's a smaller area and it's basically, except for the bathrooms, all like one room, which can be separated. If you've seen my caravan videos, I will be doing some more actually from next month, hopefully. So I'll be doing bits and pieces about my caravan, and again about the storage, because it's small living storage basically, because our caravan is our second home, home from home even. So yeah, I sometimes take projects with me, I've said this a lot, and sitting in the lounge part with the TV on. Hopefully the weather's fine as well, and I do craft projects. Hubby doesn't mind, because it's a small area, you just interact more. They do sometimes laugh when I do Christmas cards and it's a heat wave. Yes, but that's beside the point. There's a little chat. Right, so I've got this party game, didn't use, because there was a lot of illnesses and everything, and my Grinch tea party didn't go ahead, unfortunately, due to illness. I think this is a good thing, but what I would like to do is maybe I would like a party, what I call a party box, where I can put these sort of things in, because as our granddaughter gets that bit older as well. I've also, looks like I've got another one. This is yeah, a Rudolph one, again was not used this Christmas. As I said yesterday, I tend to make notes after I've done bits and pieces, so I can remember that I've got these things, and maybe put them a note in my planner, so that as the year progresses I can get round to doing it. Right, what we've got here, that is I was given actually some cracker kits again. I think actually this Christmas just gone. I don't know about anybody else. This is the first year we did have Christmas crackers. I didn't bother. I think getting to the stage whether they're wasteful. I would, now I'm getting into crafting, I would rather make those little boxes and put my own bits and pieces in, possibly. I don't know. I have done that a couple of times over Christmas when we've had visitors. I've just made little boxes up and with little treats in, or sometimes if I've got a dinner party I'll put a pair of earrings or something in, and I think I prefer that. As I said, I'm always shopping through the year for different things to, you know, keep up. Got another one. Again, I may want to separate these. I'm just thinking out loud. Kids crafts. Sorry if my mind keeps getting blank. It is fairly, I am a morning person. That's right. You might realise why I stipulate the time. Hopefully you'll excuse if I make mistakes. I don't do a lot of editing, I must admit. I just go with it. I would like to do a kids craft box. So whether I can do a party one and a kids craft one all in one box, it depends on when I start getting all the stuff out and what I've got. That's a mini card one, and these weren't used. £1 they were reduced to, and they were from Hobbycraft. Actually, they're quite sweet. I like the little Christmas tree. Again, I forgot. Before I got those, I managed to get some of these off of Amazon. So I've got these, and I'm not sure if these were from Amazon or not, or eBay trees. I do want to do little arrangements with the tree and maybe a little miniature. I've been going on Amazon. I've got a few bits and pieces, and hopefully that's a craft I will be doing this Christmas, whether it be in jars or, you know, you can buy those little different glass baubles to put bits and pieces in, so that's why I want to use those. Just checking that it's not open. I've got my little oustick on there. Fake snow, that again was to use jars and make little arrangements. That'll be something this year. So a lot of stuff I've probably just dumped in here. Anything to do with Christmas. Frames here. That one actually got cracked. I'll show you this one. Although the glass is cracked, I can change the glass over. The idea was to do that. Sorry, I got it out of focus there. Nothing out shot. If you can see there, 'tis the season to be jolly, snowman, and the idea was then I was going to get like a put trees there, like 3D sort of build it up, and maybe another snowman or something like that. But I know the glass is broke there, but I can just swap that over. That was something I must have started this 2-3 years ago and never progressed. Maybe my mind wasn't in it, or as I said, as you do more crafting you get a bit more braver, so that's something I'd have to do. Now, as we do, you collect things, you see things on Pinterest, on YouTube, and I collected all the old bulbs. I really will have to make a list of these things and try and get them sorted. That one's actually joined on. These are lights that were a little bit dodgy, if I remember rightly. I was going to dump them. I think that one totally broke. But the idea behind these was I was going to take that off and make little decorations. I've seen them where they've painted them white and made them into snowmen and things, and I've seen penguins. I I think I'm going to have to set a deadline by some of these pieces, you know, because some of these projects I started a while back or had thoughts about them, dumped them in the box. Maybe this year, things like this, if I don't do anything with them, then I get rid of them. I think that would be the ideal time, you know, to do things like that. Just got an oddment there when we've done crafts, and the same as all these bits and pieces here. You know, Christmas cross stitching, I think. As you can see, they were reduced down to 50p. Little bag. Yeah, it's a bit creased. This is something that the kids did a couple of years ago, and we were doing little craft bags. Not sure where I got those from. I don't know. It could have been Hobbycraft or Poundland was selling them. I really can't remember. Things like this. This was something that someone was showing me how to make, and I kept all the bits and pieces, and I think that might be the instructions. Yes. So again, that's something I did about 3 years ago, and I never progressed with it or made any more. Really and truly, that could go in my folder with patterns. I know I'm taking a long time over this box, but this is one of the boxes that I did not get out at all, as I said, and there's a lot of stuff in here that haven't been used. I must have gone mad on trees, because there's another lot that I got from Amazon. Now these things I'm thinking about actually getting rid of. I have got to get rid of certain things. I can't hold on to everything. I was going to pull them to bits and use them, you know, I don't know, in different things, but I may just get rid of those. It comes to the stage, there's certain things you want to keep, and certain things obviously you're going to have to get rid of, else you're not going to get anywhere. This had, somebody else made this for me, some treats in, and it's one of those boxes. I think it looks something like that. And curved round. I think you get the idea. It was a little tree, and it had some little treats in. And the reason I kept this was because I haven't got this pattern, but again, this is what I said about boxes. You can hold that, and you could take you know, copy the pattern, and I've got the board actually to put the little creases in. So that was something else. I mean, this is, again, I reckon a lot of this is about 3 years old. Something else, maybe I can put that into my patterns. I'm just telling you what I'm possibly doing. Then I will probably switch off the camera and go and do it. Else we'll be here about half an hour. I think we're running to about 12-14 minutes now, actually. This was a candle holder thing. Again, I didn't know about doing a snow scene on it. Because it's quite a decent size, if I had maybe, I don't know, something that I could do, I could even put it that way up. I'm just throwing ideas out here, and this is probably what I would call my ideal box as well. Got some little bows, I've got things tangled up here. I don't know if that will come off. It's caught on the wire. I might have to cut it actually. Got the Hessian bow. Now this is one of the Christmas decorations, and I think there was 2, yeah. And I don't know if this is big enough. I'll just leave it this way. This is the idea, you see, if you can understand what I'm saying. Snow, sleigh, and then maybe one of the trees in the background. That's the sort of thing. Did I do it? No. Realistically, is it that Maria Kondo is her? Yes. Crafting is an awkward subject. I have got rid of, as I said, I think about 10, 12 boxes, big box stuff, 2 TVs, and so much stuff. Crafting is an awkward one because bits like this, you will keep it because you don't know when you're going to use it. That's why I do review my pieces every 6 months if I can, if I haven't been in the box, especially if I haven't been in the box for some time. I hope you can understand what I'm saying. The trouble is, you keep these bits and pieces and you have these ideas and you keep hold of them, or they might come in handy for something, so you don't really want to get rid of them, and it could be some time down the line before you think, hang on a minute, I remember I've got this, or I'll look in the box, see what I've got and see what I can do. But definitely I'm going to have to sort and do something with this year, because I say some of this is 2-3 years old. Right, this one is empty. I kept the pattern because I did do this one. I've got some more of these Hessian bows. Probably I can, once I've got that off, I might actually leave those in and put them with my ribbons. I think they were with the Christmas decorations originally, and a couple of years ago I took them away out of the Christmas decorations because of it was very in, because I think at the time I was going to do something at Easter time with them. I think that was what I was doing. Some of these things are actually coming to light what I was doing. Little mini bulbs, I think they were probably on sale, and that's why I just put them in the box. I'm going to try and quicken up because I've been spent so long on one box. We'll be ending up just doing the one box. This one is actually, I think this one's been open. Some more snow, another bulb, and these. Now this was something else. Sorry about the rustle. I keep forgetting when I'm on camera about the rustle. I wanted to make some of my own little crafty cupcakes using maybe socks. I have done something very similar a few years ago, and I wanted some of these. Also, I've seen the decorations where you've got a plain ball, you put it in a cake case, you might put a bit of glue on, glitter, and then snip one of these off to put on top. If you can understand that, I did used to have a little Christmas tree in here a few years ago, and that would have been the sort of thing I would put on it, crafting cupcakes, but I gave the tree to my granddaughter. Right, so we've got these sort of little bits. These I remember taking off of crackers. That has actually come off a Christmas ornament. This is what I mean by bits and pieces you keep. I have got some of these. I've got some of these actually. I've got reindeer ones, and I've got joy, peace, and that. All these sort of things that I got from Amazon. So I'm going to have to put those all together. These are quite versatile because you put a little bit of the Hessian cord through, brown paper, as I do, maybe a Hessian bow, and that will make a lovely embellishment on a plain parcel paper, that's the word I was looking for, gift. As I said, I use parcel paper quite a bit. Another bulbs, yeah, these candle ones. I was definitely going to do something with them and never done anything with them. And what else we got? Another jar here. I have got some jars in my kitchen. I must go through them. And these are the paper chains. Now, I bought these. Look, this is what I mean. 10p. But I didn't buy these to use as paper chains. I bought these to put on cards, so I could use those. 10p, and they're each a 90 pack. This is what I mean. I did actually completely forget that I got those. Now, I've used these in the past, This was actually a kiddies craft I did, and we used these and we wrapped green tinsel all the way round, and then we stuck Christmas embellishments on, and you got an instant Christmas tree. It was just a cheap way of doing it. I think it was like 4, you got the little ball as well, 4 for £1 from Poundland, and it worked out a really reasonable kiddies craft. These are, I think, were originally the scented balls. Again, I know what I was going to do with these, never did it. I was going to stick these on a pine cone so I could make a face. I've seen them made the pine cones into reindeer, not reindeer, skiers. See, my mind went blank. And this was something that was made for me, and this is another easy craft, especially for a child. Somebody made these, and the child gave me one for a craft fair they were doing, and I think it's very sweet, and I kept it, and I thought, oh, I've got some little mini pegs. Again, such a lovely easy craft. Yeah, this obviously came off of a Christmas ornament. I must have just dumped it in here. And what's in here? Oh yeah, this is funny. Well, not funny, but these, because I test my blood regularly, because I keep mentioning I'm diabetic, I do use a lot of these pots of things. Now this is where you're funny. And we went for a stage that any cans, I wanted the pulley off the can. I don't know whether you know where I'm going with this. Put some black ribbon through that and you got an instant sofa, Santa sofa. What am I doing? An instant Santa belt with black ribbon through there. Put it on red paper or even a small gift card, a number of different things, and that's why I wanted to keep all the pulleys to make instant belts. I have got some belt buckles that I actually bought from I think it was Hobbycraft, but they do run quite expensive, but just something else. This is what I think. I have these strange moments where I ask people to collect things for me because I've got an idea. But I don't know if it's about anybody else. You have this idea and you want to go ahead and do it. But I have to say I've got a lot of projects that I didn't get round to doing. And I will experiment, I'm sure, this year. Else I've got to consider getting rid of some of the stuff, I must admit. I've got some butterflies and owls. I don't know. These somehow got mixed in this box, and at Christmas time, and that must have been one of the balls that come off those lights. So I'm going to put those in there. I can't believe this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do now because I've just looked at the time. I've nattered on. It's 20 minutes on one box, and I've never got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 boxes, and I've spent 20 minutes. Okay, some of the boxes will not be to this extent. So I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to switch the camera off, sort it out, make a decision what I'm actually going to keep, and then I'll come back to you. Right, I finished sorting out the box and I'll show you how I've arranged it. I've kept all the Christmas cracker kits for the time being, and I've given myself a deadline for this year to see about if I can get these projects done. I've put the glass in this one, wrapped up the broken glass that will go out with the rubbish, with the recycle. And I've kept that one, although that's not got any glass in. This bag, I put those snowflakes in, and I know I've got reindeers and everything in one of my other boxes, so I'm going to leave this box out in a minute in case I see any more Christmas bits that got mixed in with anything else. But I want to put all the bits in here, all the wooden. Obviously there's the Christmas embellishments there, the snow under there, all the trees. I've kept the bulbs, the glass ones, and also I want to get that project done, and the snow jars. So everything's in there that I've got a deadline now to get done this year. I have put that bag pattern that I had, that's in my pattern folder, and I've put those Hessian bows in with my ribbons and bows. So they've been put away. These bits here, and this little bit here, that is going to go in my box for parcel decoration at Christmas. That is probably one of the reasons why I bought these. I've seen it where you decorate with a tag and little mini baubles. So they are going to go upstairs in my wardrobe in that box, ready for Christmas, for wrapping up. And I don't know if you can see, here's a little mini pile. It doesn't look that much, but I was surprised that I was getting rid of. I've decided to get rid of that odd cone. They're quite easy to purchase again. I know I said about not wasting money, but I didn't do that craft this year. I did it a couple of years ago. And the jar, those plastic lights, I've decided to just get rid of. That bag and those bows, and I'm going to get rid of these. As I said, it's finding that balance, what to keep for your crafting at a later date and what to get rid of. But as I said, this has definitely got to have a deadline this year to get those projects done.